What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, Stream King, and I'm back. Wow. Let's talk about it. Smash the like button as you guys come in. Oleksandr, Usyk, Tony Bellew. Wow. Oleksandr Usyk is that boy. God damn, that knockout was a beast. First, I want to say congrats to Oleksandr Usyk. Shout out to Ukraine. Tony Bellew, also very valiant, spirited, hearted effort. You know, I feel gutted for Bellew. Nasty knockout. Round 8, I believe it was. Nasty knockout. You got to give a man credit. Usyk deserves a lot of credit. Fighter of the year, in my opinion. Fighter of the year because he won a World Boxing Super Series, became undisputed, and then he just slept a guy who has fought at heavyweight, you know, with 2 heavyweight victories against David Haye. I'm going to break down the fight. You know, y'all got to smash the like button. YouTube hating. You know, they're not even showing people on my whole feed that I'm live. So people, I guess they got to find out through word of mouth or, you know, just be perusing through the fucking app. I don't know what's going on with YouTube, but it's, you know, irritating. But, you know, we got to work through the bugs. Shout out to my channel members, Patreon family, everybody. Very impressed with the performance by Oleksandr Usyk. He did his thing. You know what? The thing is, in my honest opinion, if you don't come here for my thoughts on this, leave. Get the fuck out right now, because this is my channel, and I'm here to tell you my thoughts. Tony Bellew, he showed that Usyk is human, even in, you know, it might sound crazy to some people because he got brutally knocked out in the end. But he showed that Usyk is human, because I thought he was doing well. I thought he was doing really well. Listen, DAZN, if they plan to be around for a while and like stick around, I think they got to improve their commentary. Their commentary was pretty dreadful to me. You know what I'm saying? One dude sounds like he's a golf announcer. You know, like, what's that, Ben Stein and shit? For clear eyes, right? He just sounds like real monotone, and he's like he's announcing. It's like the old school commentaries. Like, it's a different, you know, it's a different game now. But anyway, the commentary was very just kind of pro Usyk. I thought it was a fun fight. I thought it was an entertaining fight. I thought Bellew looked sharp, to be honest. I thought he looked sharp in the early rounds. The thing is, for me, Bellew made some mistakes, and I was doing my round by round tweets. So follow me on Twitter at BOXINGEGO. I was giving y'all my round by round tweets, and I kind of predicted it. I said what Bellew's doing, it changed about the 5th round. What Bellew was doing, I said it's either going to pay off big or it's going to backfire on him, because he started fighting like he was looking for a home run punch. He was on the ropes too much. You know, shout out to Huddy. He follows me. He said your tweets were on point. See, this is what we do around here. Shout out to Carlucci. £2 super chat, YouTube video, cocky boxer gets knocked out. All right, I'll check that out when I get some spare time. Nah, I don't think he was gassed out. He gassed himself out. I don't think he was gassed out. He just started taking unnecessary punishment, trying to be cute in there. You can't do that. Usyk is a guy with amateur experience. He's a guy that's undisputed and confident. You're not going to just, you're going to have to make adjustments. That's just the only way, you know. You're going to have to make some adjustments. And then Bellew, he was, at first it was cool, but you got to adjust beyond it. Like, in some of the early rounds, he was doing some cute stuff like, nah, I'm not tripping. But then Usyk started getting a read on what he was doing, and he was on the ropes too much. Like, most of these dudes, I know people don't like to hear it, but I don't give a fuck. It's my channel. Most of these dudes don't know how to fight off the ropes for long periods of times. Canelo's pretty good at it. Mayweather's even better at it. You gotta be like, you know what I'm saying? You on the, like, man, Maidana, what he was doing with Floyd should have took a lot more punishment on the ropes. if he didn't have if he had a lesser defense and he was on the ropes languishing, he would have took a lot more punishment. But Floyd has very good reflex. Tony Bellew, that's not really his makeup to be, you know, he should have made it more of a dogfight, which he did do in spots. But you languishing on the ropes trying to counter, you don't have that like crazy Mayweather. You know, Mayweather will coil back and you know, and shoot a nasty right at you or whatever. Tony Bellew, that's not really his game plan. So he kind of got lured into what Usyk wanted. Usyk, fast feet, good footwork, and he kept him on them ropes. And I told you, now the big payoff could have been like Juan Manuel Marquez versus Pacquiao 4, you know, a home run type of shit. You on the ropes and the guy gets, you know, jumping in, and you just bop, and you know, catch him with a left hook or some shit, check hook him or something. But it was also a really risky fight because I told you guys, I got the tweets right here, they're all timestamped. I predicted this shit. What he was doing, what Bellew switched his game plan to, was it was either gonna pay off big or it's gonna end like that, and we seen how it ended. The man got brutally knocked out, you know. Very impressive for Usyk. He made them adjustments. Look, this is before the knockout, y'all. Ego Stradamus. You know, you can't let a guy like Usyk adjust and get into a rhythm. I've been telling y'all this shit. I don't know why it's not. I'll just read it for you. I said, Usyk, good round 7. Bellew's game plan is dangerous, but it could pay off or backfire. Being on the rope so much, he might land big or let Usyk rack up scoring points staying busy. You know, I predicted it. The man was on the ropes too much. Like what? Like I said, most people can't fight off the ropes in the fashion they need to. Usyk's just busy, you know what I'm saying? And it's not like he don't have power to hurt. He looks, you know, he looks strong, he looks big, you know. And even if he doesn't have one punch knockout, you can't be taking that many shots. So Bellew kind of, for whatever reason, he started because even before the knockout, he got clipped with a shot, and his reaction time seemed slowed down. Like, so that leads me to believe he was kind of off and buzzed by that. See, if you look at boxing, the sweet science, make sure y'all smash the like button, because YouTube is hating, not showing the not sending notifications out. So we got to get this stream up. Smash the like button. But if you look at the sweet science of boxing, it's not for play. This shit is entirely brutal, you know, and you got to make wise decisions in there, especially when you're fighting elite level competition. But even if you're fighting someone who people perceive as a bum, you know, I was just on Anthony Ogogo's Twitter. I guess I follow him on Twitter. The man got a fractured eye and ain't fought since like 2016. He just had his 5th or 6th eye surgery because he fought an unknown guy when he was the Olympian and he was the rising prospect, and he took a loss. And in that loss, the dude fractured his orbital or his eye socket, and it's messed up his vision. Doctor said he ain't gonna be able to box anymore. You know, so this game is serious. I just seen somebody on this Sky Sports DAZN shit, and his fucking cranium was coming out like a alien, like when Erislandy Lara had that hematoma. You know, this shit is not, you know, it's not a game you can play around in. So I like what Bellew was doing early. He was like, you know, confident and trying to give some different looks, and he was doing, but you got to make adjustments beyond that. Like, I don't understand why he kept fighting off the ropes. Like, he didn't fight like that versus David Haye. So I guess he thought he can get in Usyk's head or whatever. But around round 5, I think Usyk started to figure some things out. Continued in 6 and 7, I think it was. And then by round 8, he was landing too big of shots and accumulation. You got to look at the sweet science too. By the 5th or 6th round, it don't matter unless you on steroid like PEDs, like PEDs or some shit. Most people are gonna flatten out. You know, it's only human to be throwing punches and doing something that takes the aerobic type of cardio that's required for boxing for people to get tired. You know, and Usyk's in crazy shape. He moves very well, and most people flatten out around that midway point. So you're flattening out, and you're letting him hit you with big shots. It's just, that spells trouble. Nah, y'all saying crazy stuff. Bellew looked his age. See, we gotta stop doing that as boxing fans. Bellew didn't look his age. Usyk was just getting off. You know, Bellew. See, the man just knocked out a heavyweight that came from cruiserweight that had more heavyweight experience than him and David Haye, and he did it twice. And then now people are saying he looked his age. No, he didn't. Bellew looked top notch early on in the in the fight. It's just he didn't make smart decisions and make the proper adjustments, whereas Usyk did. And you got to see the style. This is what I'm telling you about. Like, will Abel Sanchez be promoting that quote unquote Mexican style? You know, that's cool, but there's some dudes out there I can name in each division. You don't want to have a continual war with them. Even if somehow you outlast them and beat them, you might not be the same fighter. Like, let's say Bermane Stiverne. Okay, yeah, he didn't get knocked out by Wilder in the first fight, but you're fighting a guy with immense power, taking them shots for 12 rounds. You know, that could be damn near worse, because Stiverne looked like he was never the same after that. You know, same thing with Tony Bellew. Like, he was like, yeah, he's gonna have to take me out. Oh, he did that. You know, you can't just, you got to make the adjustments, you know. And that's why I always encourage fighters to explore and work on their defense. They got to work on your defense, because, you know, and adjustments are key. Fun fight, though. Very fun fight. Shout out to Aaron Percy, $2 super chat. Eagle, do you see Eddie tried to catch Bellew? Yeah, I seen him. He lifted his head up like it was a baptism or some shit. I seen that. I don't know what that was doing. Bellew went cross-eyed, I believe. So he was done. You know, it was a rightful stoppage and all that. If anyone ever tells you a stoppage like that needed to continue, then they aren't humane, you know. The man got up. See, and that shows you the type of heart. That's why I respect Bellew, even though he got knocked out. I still respect him. That man was still trying to get up. He was gone, you know. So, fun fight. Usyk's a monster. Now, listen, my thing, I still don't know how Usyk does at heavyweight. Heavyweight's different. Tony Bellew was a light heavyweight, you know, who kept coming up and did some work in cruiserweight. Because even in the cruiserweight, Mubaka or whatever, Chewbacca or whatever, whatever that dude he fought at cruiserweight, he was hurt in that fight. I don't remember if he got knocked down, but I remember he got hurt in that fight. So, you know, that was impressive. Don't get it twisted. That was impressive. But what I'm saying is Usyk doing that to heavyweights, that's not a guarantee. If he does, wow, you know, that's, you know, he's on his way to being like some Holyfield shit, or you know, even David Haye, but really Holyfield crazy. Holyfield got a crazy ass chin. But yeah, I give it up. Anyone that goes a cruiserweight up to heavyweight and can hang, you know, man, all right, put him in there, Anthony Joshua. That's a good fight. That's a good fight, man. Real good fight. Yeah, y'all. Some of y'all keep saying Ward because you've seen a destructive knockout, but Ward doesn't fight like that. Ward has a defense. That's part of Bellew's MO is, you know, rough and tumble. You know, he was saying that before the fight. He kept telling you before the fight, oh, this guy's a lot more technical. But anyway, Ward's retired, so I'm not even pressed about that. Usyk did his thing. And he destroyed him in the end, but he didn't destroy him through the, see, y'all, a lot of y'all be doing too much. It was very competitive. You could have arguably had Bellew up. I think I did have Bellew up from the eye test. You know what I'm saying? So y'all doing too much. Like the outcome, he destroyed him, but he didn't destroy him throughout the fight. It was a good, high intensity, you know, high caliber fight. But I think Bellew started to slip away with the game plan. A little bit too much showboating, less adjusting, you know. But Usyk's a monster. You can give him Fighter of the Year. He became undisputed, and he fought another man in his backyard. You know, I'm always going to give credit to that. This dude's from the Ukraine, came to wherever they were. Where were they? Manchester? O2 Arena? You know, he went to Manchester which is closer to Liverpool than it is to Ukraine, and knocked the man out. He knocked Son out in England. Yeah, man. Usyk, he looking nice with it. He looking nice. He beat Bradis, Murat Gassiev. He made his power look nullified. Knocked out Tony Bellew, who was the only other guy who had a belt before he moved up to heavyweight for the David Haye. I can't say nothing. The only other fight would be the winner of this World Boxing Super Series. Personally, I think Andrew Tabiti versus Usyk would be a good fight. I think it would be a fun fight. Because Tabiti got speed and he got power, but I don't know. We got to see who emerges. So that would literally probably be the World Boxing Super Series at cruiserweight, fight whoever that is, or move up to heavyweight, Move up to heavyweight. And see, this is the thing is Usyk, people don't understand. He got experience. He used to spar with Klitschko, and Klitschko was giving him his props. So, this dude is experienced. Klitschko's 6'6". So if Klitschko was giving him props, that means he might be able to hang at heavyweight. I don't know. It's different with sparring, when you're trying to work on stuff versus a heavyweight trying to destroy you and decapitate you. But nonetheless, it was a very good fight. Shout out to DAZN. And, no one can say anything about Usyk. Just to be honest, I gotta be honest. I gotta rate Usyk over Vasyl Lomachenko. I know they boys, but based on what they've accomplished, I gotta rate the man unified. Lomachenko to this point has not even had more than one belt in his division. In any division, he's been in 3, and he's only had 1. He has the opportunity against Pedraza to unify, but Pedraza, it's a unification, but he just got to division. Tank Davis knocked him out in the previous division, so it's cool. But obviously he wasn't trying to fight Mikey Garcia off of the injury, as he shouldn't, because Mikey's too dangerous to be potentially still injured. Shout out to Kevin Moody, $2 super chat. But I got to rate Usyk. I got to rate him over Lomachenko on the pound-for-pound list. The man just destroyed Tony Bellew and had him like Wilder did Spilka through the ropes and shit. And he became undisputed and won the World Boxing Super Series. So, and how many fights? He don't have that much more fights than Lomachenko either. Lomachenko got like 12 and a loss. This motherfucker is undefeated with 16, 17. I don't know how many fights he got. 17, 15. No, I didn't know you got more than 15. Hold on. Let me look it up. That man's a beast. But I still think there's a lot of Eastern European fighters. Hold on. Damn, Wikipedia be updating this shit quick. They updated that shit quick. So he got 16 fights. Yeah, so he only got 4 more fights than Lomachenko. But look what he did. He unified to become undisputed. Then he just knocked out the emeritus WBC champion. Come on, man. Hey, real shit. Smash the like button. Real shit, no cap. I prefer Usyk and Joshua in April than Joshua versus Dillian White, Derek Chisora 2 winner. Straight the fuck up. Convince me otherwise. I'd rather see Usyk versus Joshua at Wembley in April. First of all, the number 1 fight for Anthony Joshua, AJ boxing, is Wilder Fury winner. But we know the complications that lie. Fury, they're saying he's too boring, not even offering him a fight. And if Wilder wins, we don't know because they want negotiations to be done. So I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen in April. Who knows? But if it does not, I would rather see Anthony Joshua versus Mr. Undisputed Champion, who just knocked out the Emeritus Champion, Tony Bellew. I'd rather see that than Dillian White, Derek Chisora 2. We already seen AJ fight Dillian White and knock him out with a nasty uppercut. So that's my 2 cents. I'd rather see that Usyk shit if he's not going to fight Wilder Fury winner. I don't see Usyk beating a top heavyweight. But see, that's what I'm saying. It's put it this way. Usyk made a statement here, and he at least has an argument that he might be able to. I don't know that he can, but my curiosity is piqued. I will tell you that, just because the heavyweights is hitting hard, with no headgear, and Tony Bellew was able to warrant some respect earlier in the fight. So imagine if fucking Wilder blasts you with a right. Are you gonna just keep, taking the chance of coming in? We don't know. So fuck you, asshole. Put your mic in the place it belongs. Hey, block this dude. Shooters block. Archers, yeah. Thank you. I'm not playing with these guys right now. We just trying to talk boxing. I think he could beat Miller. I don't know. Miller weighs 310 pounds. That shit. You see, some of y'all don't know boxing. Miller, he weighs 310 pounds. It's different. Are you just gonna knock out somebody who's 310? Maybe, but I still don't think Usyk, even though he didn't even knock out Bellew with one punch. He had a succession of clean shots that landed that led to the knockout. So who knows? But either way, he could be listed as fighter of the year, and he can make that argument. He could definitely make the argument that, if anyone deserves to move up from cruiserweight, is him, period. See, I don't have no problem with this. I don't have no problem with somebody clearing out a division or close to that, or really kind of being considered the number 1, 2 guy, and then they move up. Because he clearly, he's 6'3". We've seen 6'3". I don't know how tall Holyfield is. How tall is Holyfield? I wouldn't say Holyfield much bigger. And he beat Mike Tyson. Keep up the good work, brother. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yo, we got to smash the like button. YouTube hating. YouTube ain't sending out notifications. Holyfield's 6'2.5". There you have it. And he had a hell of a career. Now, you could say it's different now with the current heavyweights, but still, the motherfucker fought Lennox Lewis, who's 6'5", and I've met Lennox Lewis. He's every bit of 6'5", pause, and he big. He a big dude. His fucking hands look like bear claws and shit. So, Holyfield. And didn't Holyfield fight that Value, that 7-foot Shrek looking motherfucker? So. Oh, Holyfield has the same reach as Usyk. Good to know. Usyk, yeah, that's the other thing. He has long arms. See, and you know what's interesting about Josh? I don't know about Wilder, because Wilder is athletic too, and he got the most cracks in boxing. But Joshua is kind of stiff at times and kind of robotic, plodding. So if Usyk's doing all this moving and angles and, I don't know. But then again, he don't want to get touched by AJ too much, because AJ got power. Listen, like I said, the interest is there. You can make a sound argument that, he could have success at heavyweight. Usyk is a genius and will go on the road. Yeah, man. And see, you know what I noticed about certain guys, Usyk being one of them? Some guys, they elevate their competition in their game. They up their game depending on who they're fighting. Because I've seen Usyk versus Michael Hunter, and if Usyk did what he just did to Tony Bellew, he probably would have looked sharper in the Michael Hunter. He didn't look as sharp in them. I think that was like a triple header, Ukraine. I think Lomachenko fought Sosa, and the guy that's fighting Adonis Stevenson, Oleksandr Vodstik, was on the card, and then he fought Michael Hunter, and he didn't look quite that sharp, even though he got a 12th round knockout. Then he just out here. So some people just elevate their game, even, can take it up another notch when they respect their opponent like that. If you think it's someone you're going to blow out, maybe you'll be in for a tougher fight. Bellew got knocked out for sure. That was brutal. Tony Bellew got heart though. There's no shame in that. He got heart because that motherfucker was up talking by the end of the fight. So this guy was fighting at light heavyweight. Imagine Kovalev in there. You think Kovalev would have beat somebody at heavyweight like Bellew? So don't go shitting on Bellew like that. Kovalev was a light heavyweight. He got knocked out by Ward and got knocked out by Eleider Alvarez. Do you think he would have went up to heavyweight and beat David Haye or even took that fight? You know, do you think he would have took Oleksandr Usyk fight and done much better? He had stamina issues as well. So, you know. I didn't even watch the interview. Yeah, it's kind of hard to interview a guy that just got knocked out like that. He got a million emotions, I'm sure, going through his head, and he might be cloudy. Luis Ortiz versus Usyk. Ooh-wee, now you talking my language. That's a crazy fight. That's again, these motherfuckers is hitting hard at heavyweight, so it's not just what you think. Like, Bellew is we have to acknowledge what it is. Bellew was a guy from lighter divisions and moved up. He did move up to heavyweight, but he didn't move up to heavyweight and knock out Anthony Joshua twice or Deontay Wilder. He knocked out David Haye, who's, part-time commentator, part-time braid model. You know what I'm saying? He just wasn't the most active dude with injuries. So I put everything in perspective. This is a really good win for Usyk, but heavyweight's another bag. It is what it is. It's just like Terrence Crawford. Nobody looked like they were fucking with him at 140, but he could be in some tough fights against the likes of Sean Porter, Danny Garcia, Errol Spence, Keith Thurman. These are totally different fights, different levels of toughness and punching power. It's a new division. So, man, Luis Ortiz versus Usyk, that's a crazy fight because Luis Ortiz is a southpaw. Is Usyk a southpaw, right? Luis Ortiz is a southpaw too, and he can get on his toes and box. That's a hell of an amateur mashup. Usyk would smash Fury, not necessarily. Fury's fucking 6'10". Listen, I gotta see that. Yeah, see, y'all jump ahead of yourselves. Y'all jump ahead of yourselves. I wouldn't mind that. I'd rather see Usyk versus Luis Ortiz and then fight AJ. But I'm saying if we have to just jump into AJ versus Dillian White, Chisora, and then we're gonna be stuck watching AJ and Kubrat Pulev or some shit, I would rather see Usyk get a shot in April if he's not gonna fight Wilder. Yo, smash the like button. I just want to give my post fights quick breakdown. That was DAZN's main event. Anybody have any questions for me? I'm gonna read some comments before I get out of here. I want to read some of y'all comments. Come on, where the comments at? Ortiz would sleep him. Yeah, I'm not interested in AJ Kubrat Pulev. Usyk versus Dillian White would be interesting. I mean, any heavyweight, it's just a different bag, because these guys are bigger. For La Raza, Ego Veli. Man. Yeah, I definitely think Tony Bellew probably retired now. He was talking about doing it anyway, but he just got knocked out. So, it's weird. Boxing is like fucking weird like that. It's like boxing won't let nobody, Floyd Mayweather, Kawasaki, and Ward, some of the rarities in boxing. But boxing don't let nobody retire without getting knocked the fuck out or brutally beat up in their last fight. You know what I'm saying? Matisse, Sergio Martinez, possibly Tony Bellew. David Haye got knocked out in his final fight. It's just like, I don't know what it is. It wasn't on no U.S. channel. It was on DAZN, the streaming app. Thoughts on Joseph Parker? Did he fight already? Was this fight today? I didn't watch it. Yeah, Josh Kelly, first round knockout. But I told y'all Josh Kelly was nice with it. He about to fight somebody. He about to fight David Evanesian, who fought Lamont Peterson. So that they're trying to move him along. What's the date of the unblock? I don't even know what that means. Robert Guerrero, he's making a comeback though. Guerrero's fighting on Wilder Fury card. Wilder Fury next big fight. Ego, what do you think if Ward came out of retirement for Usyk? I don't know if he would. I can't speak on behalf of Ward, but like Ward's already, the contender just ended yesterday, the series finale. Shout out to Brandon Adams, $250,000 richer. Definitely a bounce back for his career. But he got Creed movie coming out. You're going to have to put some zeros behind it for Ward to come out. It has to be a big event. And as good as Usyk is, I think that's more of a, see, this is the thing. Boxing is almost built up into different categories. One category is the core fans, the people that know, Lamont Peterson versus Felix Diaz. And they don't just know about Wilder and Fury and like the bigger fight, Broner Pacquiao. The core fan, hardcores, stuff like that. The real true boxing heads. But then you also have like casuals. And to me, to make a spectacular big event, you kind of need a mixture of both, And I don't know if Ward Usyk, even though he just looked great and he's undisputed, I don't think he's like an Americanized household name. Like, not everyone even has the DAZN app. Somebody just asked me, what U.S. channel did this come on? You get what I'm saying? So the hardcores would watch it and would love a fight like that. But I don't know if it would be the type of event that would generate and garner him coming out of retirement and moving up and all that. You know what I'm saying? So Usyk will beat Ward. Ward would be stupid. Man, these comments keep moving up. In my opinion, Usyk's style is better than Loma. Yeah, I mean, I definitely got to put Usyk on the higher up. I think he's done more and not many more fights than Lomachenko. Like, he's not, like, you look at Lomachenko, he fought some good names, but Nicholas Walters coming off a long layoff. Gary Russell hadn't really beat anyone. He was just kind of a fighter with fast hands that would show promise. Usyk is derailing guys. Murat Gassiev, big puncher. The other guy who beat, he beat Dorticos in the World Boxing Super Series, and then he pitched a shutout, basically. Made Gassiev reconsider and, say, I got to go back to the drawing board. He just knocked out a former cruiserweight champion who had some success, 2 fights against David Haye, at heavyweight, and knocked him out in 2 fights. And then Usyk just knocked him out in a. And see, me personally, some people are like, oh, you're hating. I don't hate. I don't have no reason to hate on these dudes. But fights like this, they are bigger notches under the belt than like when HBO Boxing would hype up Chocolatito versus, Joey Johnston and shit, just random people. Because this was a fight where Tony Bellew was very confident, equal in size, former champion in that division, made weight comfortably, it looked like, and was given some good rounds, some tough rounds to Usyk, and he didn't deter. He found a way to get it done, and then he punctuated it with a nasty knockout. That's not a give me win. Bellew didn't come to lie down. In the end, he ended up lying down, but that was because of the adjustments Usyk made. And that's it. I want to give a quick post-fight. I'm not going to keep this too long, but very impressed with Oleksandr Usyk. Bright future. He might go to the heavyweight. I think that would be the next logical move. It is what it is. Shout out to Tony Bellew. Game, but close with no cigar. Valiant effort. I see him probably retiring. That was crazy. Eddie Hearn was trying to lift his head up after he got knocked out. Usyk is seasoned for only 16 fights. He's seasoned because he has an amateur pedigree. That's the same like Loma. Like, dude, these dudes, you look at 16 fights. Oh, okay, but it's not really 16 fights. They've been fighting their whole lives. You know what I'm saying? Like, Lomachenko got 397 amateur bouts, plus he was in a World Boxing Series tournament where he had 4 to 6 fights. So Lomachenko, before he even turned pro, and that World Boxing Series had no headgear, I don't think, and before he turned pro, he had over 400 amateur fights. So yeah, you're not new. You might be. That's like me being a chef all of my life for 12 years at fucking Benihana's or some shit, and then I come to Red Lobster and it's my first day. Yeah, it's my first day being a cook at Red Lobster, but I've been cooking, you know, I've been a chef, a kitchen chef my whole life or whatever, you know, so it's different. It's not like I just came, you know, with no experience from the ground up, and then I just got a job as a chef, you know, a short order cook and all that. So, yeah, these guys are experienced for sure. Solo Ho, $5 super chat. Good coverage, brother. Fight was cool. Yeah, man. My DAZN shit, like, I like the on-screen graphics and stuff. They do a good job like that. There's still some streaming lagging issues from time to time. So I feel like they had to cover that, figure that out. They still have some adjustments that I think they could do to the app. And then other than that, they got to put on like premier fights that people want to pay for. Like, you know, I knew somebody texted me and they asked me like, how you watching because they see me tweeting. They said, how you watching this fight? And I told them, I was like, oh, it's DAZN. It's $9.99 after a free trial. And they're like, I'll just look at your updates. That's what they told me. It was actually my brother. You know, because he didn't feel like setting it up. And he made bread. He a cop. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't feel like setting it up and doing all that when the fight's about to start. You know? And then having to worry about cancel. So, different strokes for different folks. Yeah. You know, man, 2019 finna be lit. Shout out to my channel member, my dude, Real Brother 32. Great content on the channel. Ego salute. Shout out to the live. We done the livest gate. We got the livest live streams on YouTube. You know. Let's get it, man. Anyway, that's my post-fight thoughts. Usyk, Bellew, good fight, entertaining. Props to Usyk. Let me know what you guys think. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. And we out. You dig?